Well, hello everybody. We are getting ready to do episode 31.
31, baby.
Of Ghost
Figured
Stories
we'd
Told from
do
the
some
South.
videos. We haven't done any in a while.
Yeah. We're almost ready. Dad is just getting everything ready on the computer, and we are good to go.
Yeah.
How's everybody's Thanksgiving?
Hope it's going good.
Or went good, or whenever you're listening to this.
Yeah.
We're recording this the week before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, and y'all won't hear it till
first week of December.
Yeah, first week of December. So yeah, December's already here, fellas. Can you believe it?
Oh, I know.
It's messed up. That's what I hate. When Halloween gets here, it's like everything rushes. Bam, 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 bam.
Pretty soon it'll be New Year's, and then.
Oh, I hope next year's so much better. But
Same.
I do want to say a big announcement. We usually don't do stuff like this to make you wait, but we can't wait. What happened, Lexie?
What?
A couple days ago. What did we hit?
Oh, we already discussed this.
On the last. Oh yeah, the last one we recorded.
Yeah, because now we'll probably be like at 1,100 and something like that.
Yeah.
Close to
Anyways,
that.
I'm still amazed we got 1,000 downloads.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool for old country bumpkins like us. You know, just doing this for a hobby, man.
Yeah, it is really good.
We like it a lot.
Yeah. Are you ready to actually start?
Yeah, who's going to go first?
I will. Okay, you guys know that drill. We're going to switch on over to personas.
Say, senor.
Okay. If I click on this, is the camera still going? Yes, because my mouth is moving. Alright.
See into it. I notice you can tell here if you look on the side if it's red.
Okay.
So there you go, mate. I figured it out for you, big old jabroni butt.
Alright, ready?
Yeah, let's do it, Samson.
Dos, 1, 2, 3. And welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Ghost Stories Told from the South. I am your co-host, Lexie.
And I am your host, Stephen LeBooth. We got some scary stories for you today, boys and girls. I hope you're ready to be spooky the food.
Yes, we do. And I really, really hope that you guys' Thanksgiving was really good, and I hope it went well. And also, it's the first week of November, and it's our 31st episode. It's crazy.
Did you mean the first week of December?
That's what I said.
Oh, I thought you said November. I'm sorry.
No, I said it's the last week of November and the first week of December.
Oh yeah, I'm a retard. I don't miss for nothing.
And this month we have Stephanie's birthday.
Yes.
She'll be 11 years old.
Yeah, Jackson's a Halloween baby.
Yeah, I'm a back to school baby.
Yeah.
I was born around that time.
I'm a winter baby. And not winter, I guess.
Like spring.
Spring in March.
Yeah. All right. Well, you know how we do our intros. We do them nice and short, and then we just go in. All right. Well, I'm gonna get started this time. Give me 1 second. I'm going to start with a place in Georgia. So if you're from Georgia.
We do have listeners in Georgia, and thank you very much.
Yes, thank you a lot. Okay, so this place is the Heritage Hall in Madison, Georgia. In good old Georgia. So this place was built in 1811, and then it's a private residence through its history until 1977. So that's like all the history I found on it. But I got some pretty good ghosty stuff. So the most famous ghost there is Virginia Nobit, who died in the master bedroom in 1851 while giving childbirth.
Ooh, that sucks.
And that was way back in 1851. So it tells you the place has been there a minute. On the fireplace, there's a mark that resembles a woman holding a baby. So I guess it's like her mark. And then many see her spirit and they feel her. There was a young man who was visiting the house, and he heard a young woman speak to him, but there was no one there. And then people can see her sometimes laying on the beds, and the ghost room. It's her room, I guess they call it the ghost room. Most of the employees, they won't go in. They're afraid of it. And if they go in there, they hear baby crying and stuff like that, and they'll flee because they know it's the dead baby.
Yeah, gross.
So yeah. And then apparently it's a paranormal hotspot. it's a paranormal hotspot for like the investigators to go and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Who are like all into all that stuff. So yeah,
That's crazy.
that one was short, but it's okay because
That's blooming crazy, I tell you, right there.
yeah. All right, now you can go next.
Alrighty,
Sir.
well, I didn't realize Deadwood had so much history. I knew it was pretty historic, but I didn't know how much until I really started digging into it. So, this episode and the next episode is going to be some stories from Deadwood at first. So my first couple stories are from hotels and saloons and stuff in Deadwood.
All right.
All right, so Deadwood was born in 1876 when the Black Hills Gold Rush happened, bringing in all kinds of people to the South Dakota area. Some people, people from all over was flooding in to get rich quick. But these people only brought murder and mayhem in the last Wild West town. Yeah, it had the reputation as being one of the last Wild West towns in the around.
Wow.
And yeah, because they didn't have a sheriff at first or nothing either.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of like defend for yourselves until they finally got a sheriff. But these people only brought murder. Okay, I said that. Okay, some famous people were there. Wild Bill Hickok lived and died there in a saloon. He got shot in the back.
Damn.
Yeah, and then this town had it survived a smallpox epic, 3 major fires, and other events within the town that led to it basically being abandoned and turned into a ghost town. And it's crazy because if you see the pictures of it, it's still like a functioning town. When they show you pictures of downtown, it's considered a historical marker.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but it just kind of it was one of them gold rush towns, one of them last black gold rush towns, and it got big when the gold was hitting, but once it kind of died out, it took the town down with it.
It's really pretty though.
Yeah. It's kind of cool it got preserved and stayed like that. People did actually stay.
Oh wow.
Stay in the town. On December 1877, the Lone Star Building on the lower Main Street was the site of a grisly murder-suicide. Kitty Laurie, a popular dancer and poker dealer and prostitute, was shot by her jealous husband, Samuel Curley, who then killed himself. Okay, here's what is stupid. Why are you married to a girl or even being with a woman that is a prostitute for a living? And then get jealous.
Yeah,
you knew what she was doing when you got with her.
That's how she brings in money. Like it's one thing to be married to them, but like if you are, then you know they're on.
Yeah,
you
know they are. You can't be mad if you know and put up with it. And then, I mean, I don't feel sorry for the guy. He knew what he was getting into. Well, he of course shot her, then himself, and then in January 1878, the first reports of the hauntings in the building reported of a woman and a man that was haunting the hotel. They'd see images of a woman or a man, and sometimes I think they said the woman that got shot, she'd be sitting there at the foot of the bed when they were sleeping. Yeah, that'd always be great. I just always want to wake up to a ghost just staring at me.
Yeah, just staring.
And then another building is the Bullock. Yeah, the Bullock Hotel. And where did she go? Yeah, right there. And it's kind of cool, though, because these buildings are all kind of kept the same like they was, really. I mean, they're modernized with modern electricity, but it's pretty nice, old little town.
Old, like, exterior.
Yeah. In the Bullock Hotel, you get reports of cigar smoke. They say it is the old sheriff, Mr. Smith Bullock. And Bullock is the one who built the Bullock Hotel. So he was the first sheriff, too. His operation His apparition sometimes appears in photos in the hotel, in the like the lobby and stuff, and wherever, and going down the hallway. You'll be looking. You'll sometimes his apparition will show up in a picture, and you're
Okay,
like,
that's kind of
"What?
creepy.
That wasn't there a minute ago."
Be like, what is that?
Yeah. And then there's back up. The report. Oh yeah, and then there's reports of kids roaming the hotel and playing around because it's children that died there because they was living there during a Carlo Carlo Carle
Kalia?
Kalia outbreak, Kalia Kalia
Kalia, it's something more. I don't know.
Kalia outbreak. Anyways, these people were staying there when there was a sickness that broke out, and these kids died there, and of course their spirits are haunting the place. Then, in room 211, guests see a woman hanging there, and it's claims of a woman. And there is a claim that a woman did hang herself in the room, and people wake up to see her hanging like right between the usually the bedroom and the living
Dang.
the living room quarters.
I don't know what I'd do if I woke up and saw that.
I'd shit my pants. I'm not gonna lie.
I probably would too.
I'd be like, ah! I'd be like Gargamel when he screamed like that girl. That'd be me. And then we have the Adams house, and WWE Adams in 1925 lost his wife, his daughter, and his infant granddaughter within 48 hours.
Dang.
Yeah. Some kind of sickness was spreading back then. They didn't say exactly what, but a sickness got him. Well, he later remarried to a much younger woman, and then he died in 1934. And his wife, after he died, tried to live there after he died, and she locked the house up and never sold it to give it to anybody. And people was like, "How come you never want to sell that house?" She said, "It's too haunted for people to live there."
Yeah.
And I guess when she died, I guess her family or kids sold it. And people that live there now say they receive reports of course, the Adams guy who owned the house for so long. And they see apparitions of him, and sometimes apparitions of the woman that lived there.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's not haunted. Just buy it. It's okay.
Yeah, it'll be fine. So yeah, that's on them too. And then I'll have more stuff next. I'll have 2 or 3 stories from Deadwood next time.
Alright. Well, thank you, Ben. Mine's a shorty, but you know what? It's fine because it's still a cool little place that could be fun to go visit. Alright.
Yeah.
So mine is going to be over the Buxton Inn in Ohio. So, if I'm not pronouncing this right, you guys know that I cannot talk. So, alright, so this place was established in 1812, and it has been restored to its full extent. And you know when something bad happens, it's because it was restored. So,
it starts stirring them old boogie wooglies up. You know what I mean? We've told y'all now.
Yep. All right.
But I can't blame them. If I got a house, I don't want to do stuff to it.
Yeah. I don't blame them either. So ours running. Okay, so over the years, there's been reported several strange events as like orbs and photos and guests hear footsteps or coins spilling on the floor, and like they turn around and no one's there. There's a lady in blue, and apparently her name is Ethel.
Ooh, lady in blue. You don't hear that much shot,
Yeah.
you know.
Normally it's
usually lady in white.
Yeah. Anyway, and her name is apparently Ethel Houston Bonney, and she was, I guess, a former opera singer star, and she's the inn's most popular ghost.
Well, isn't she just special?
And then there's Mayor Buxton, and he actually formed the inn, and that started in 1865 and ended, or he when he stopped with his whenever he stopped working with the inn, that ended in 1905.
1905, it got ended with some blubby something. I don't know, but it was something.
Weirdo. And then they say that the rooms 7 and 9 in the main house are the haunted ones. And it never did really say like what they do or anything, but they said like against your will go on 7 and 8. And you'll see. What's your next story, Daddy?
The Devil's Clutch.
The Devil's Clutch. All right. Well, tell us about it.
It is in South Dakota, Creston. Yeah, South Dakota, Creston. The Devil's Clutch is full of hiking trails. That's what it's best known for. But it has a fantastic legend surrounding this area. There is some spots of the river, they say, that flows through it that is bottomless. Some people have tried to drop a weight down there with 600 foot of line and never hit the bottom, they say.
Oh, wow.
Other legends in the 1800s are some of the outlaws and Native Americans kidnapped a young woman and took her and kidnapped her and tortured her. And then the woman and the people that came to rescue her, they all got wounded when they was leaving and fleeing when they rescued her.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't make it. They died from their wounds. So they say their spirits
still linger.
Yeah, still linger and haunt the place.
Wow, that's sad.
Yeah. I mean, like they said, too, it's a bad place for the bandits to hang out and all that. It's a place to hang out away from the law if he was on the run. You could go rob a bank and lay low there for about a month and you'd kind of be forgotten about and then go back into society.
Yeah.
Hangouts like that used to be all over.
Yeah, not so much now.
Yeah.
All right, is that
Can't
all for that
hide
one?
anymore. Yeah, that's it for that story.
Alright, okay, so now I'm going to do the Punderson Manor in Ohio. Alright, let me just write down something
Cleveland,
real
Ohio,
time.
or just regular Ohio?
It didn't really say where, it just said in Ohio, so if you guys know when you're from Ohio, then tell us. Alright, so this place was opened in 1887 by James E. Wales. Somebody else had built the original main house, and that stood where it is now, or whatever, and it stood in that land until 1907 or 1904, and then it ran until the 1920s, and then a millionaire bought the property and began construction in 1925. But he lost his fortune due to the Great Depression, and it didn't ever get finished for like the longest time. Well, then the manor got reverted back to the state of Ohio, and then they finished the construction, and it got finished in 1956. There was 8 rooms. Today it has 31 rooms. So they've done some serious renovation on it. They have unexplained occurrences such as doors open and close on their own, faucets turn off and on by their own, objects will just like casually fly across the room. There's like a bunch of laughter. There's a bunch of cold spots.
That would be amazing.
And then some people have said that, like, especially in the main suite, like I guess like the main suite, they've seen a lumberjack hanging from the ceiling, like by its neck, and it will dangle there until morning.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that would traumatize me.
Yeah.
So bad. I read that and I was like, what? I was like, that's
What'd you
creepy.
say? Say that again, please, sir.
Yeah, I was like, okay, because that's normal. Alright, what's your next one, Papa?
Olecitos. Let's see what we got here. Here are some images of this creepy freaking place. I think I just go here to images. Probably better.
I always tell him to go to images.
Here
He
we
doesn't
go.
listen to me.
You just shut your face. I'm new at this.
I know.
I can't help it. I'm just a youngster. Alright, cool. Alright. Yeah, that place is way out there in the sticks.
Alright, come on, talk about it.
You're like, all right, come on now, talk about it now.
Come on.
The Sica, I'm going to be talking about the Sica Hollow in South Dakota. It's a state park. The Native Americans named the area that, which means evil or bad, because the Indians tell many stories of the area, you know, different legends and creatures and stuff. They say this is why the water is red. That's why the water is red, and the water that comes out of the spring in the hollow is cursed. The land's cursed. That's why they say it's red. But something about the the rocks, because it's a spring, so it comes from the ground. Something about the materials or something in the rock or something. They say there's a scientific explanation for it too. You know, but the Indians swear, you know, it was cursed land. That's why the water was red. Oh, because of the minerals in the rocks. That's why. And when it goes through the rocks, the minerals from the, you know. But anyways, well then after more stories started moving in, I mean more settlers started moving into the area. There was more and more stories about the beast, they say, that was roaming around in the woods. In the 1970s, people started disappearing in the Sica Hollow, and a big search party was formed to look for the people missing. Some parts of the hollow has a quicksand, and because of the numerous springs. Well, that's the only thing they can figure is what happened to some of the people that went missing, because the search party couldn't find them. So that's like the only thing maybe they could figure. Maybe the quicksand got them.
I mean, it kind of makes sense, but
You know,
I mean,
yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's one of them things. You know, what you don't know what the truth is, and it's not saying anyone's hiding something. You just literally don't know. There's not enough evidence to support it this way or that way. But it's still a good old creepy story to tell. Well, then you can hear there's a reports of footprints, lights, and voices off in the distance. And that's why it's a state park too, because it was cursed land and nobody really ever bought it. And anytime anyone tried to move on the land or do something there, it didn't ever work out in their favor.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, issues with it. No wonder.
Yeah.
That's creepy. All right, well, I don't know what's wrong with me today. I keep on yawning.
I don't know what's wrong with you.
We've been kicking our butts today.
Yeah, we had to get up and start working about what? 8:30, 9 o'clock this morning doing research.
Well, it's okay though. We love it. All right. So this is going to be Hotel Lafayette in Ohio. All right. So this place, it's right across from a river. Like, it's literally like right on the water, and it's Ohio's most haunted hotel apparently. And this place dates back to the 1918s. It's rumored to be haunted by its former owner. All right.
That's always fun.
The third floor is a paranormal activity floor. Missing items go missing. Suitcases have been like turned over, and their clothes have been thrown everywhere. Empty shampoo bottle and conditioners have been emptied like all over the room.
That's crazy.
Some employees refuse to go to the third floor. Like, they refuse to go up there. Shadows, like,
it's gonna be pretty bad when people are like, "Nope, I'm not going. I'm not going."
Yeah, you see shadows like in every room, like everywhere. You can hear and see like women crying, and people like disappear. Like, you think it's a person, it's a ghost, and it disappears and it vanishes. Well, apparently this place has Native American significance. And then it has spiritual significance, like on the rivers too. So like, it wasn't at one point it was something that had to do with them. And then a lot of the employees feel watched all the time.
So, he's watching me.
Yeah. So they feel very, very weird while they're trying to do stuff.
You always feel like someone's watching you, and I hate that feeling too.
Oh, I can't
But
stand
it's
it.
just like here. It's like me and my daughter talked. It's not a bad feeling. It's like when you're here alone, you don't really feel like you're alone. You don't feel like someone's watching you.
You just feel
You
somebody
just
else.
like feel something else here, but you don't feel threatened by it or anything.
No, you just know you're not alone. That's pretty much
Yeah.
it. But all right, well, I'm gonna go into my next story. Okay, so this is the Biltmore Hotel in North Carolina. All right, so this place was constructed.
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 Say that 3 times fast.
No. It was constructed from 1889 to 1895 by William Henry Vanderbilt II. In the early 20s, he was accompanied by his mother to visit an aesthetic, and he fell in love with the area, and then he wanted to build a summer home and stuff. Well, that summer home ended up becoming a place where he lived with his wife and his daughter, and then he died in 1914. So, and he died in the house, which is now a hotel. But this hotel is 1,708,926 square feet.
Mookly. That's a big old house.
Yeah, they said it compares to about 4 acres.
Wow.
And paranormal experiences include apparitions, cold spots, sensations of being pushed, strange smells, kind of like normal, what you expect.
Yeah.
The staircase is also a common ghost spot where you spot a lot of the ghosties.
That's always just grand to hear.
I guess one of the ghosts is Vanderbilt himself, and that's one of his favorite rooms is the library. You can see him like walking across all over the library and like admiring the books sometimes, or browsing for a book, or like sitting down quietly relaxing or reading sometimes. It's really creepy. And in the basement of the mansion, a lot of not servants. I don't know why I said it because I was reading ahead. A lot of employees refuse to go to the basement. Down there's a servant's quarter, a kitchen, a gym, and a pool. But there's a lot of cigar smoke down there, and no one that's not allowed anymore, in the building. And there's an a headless orange cat that roams down there.
Orange kitty. See, that's another thing. I hear that animals can sometimes come back and haunt too, and I believe that, man, because there's sometimes, like after we've had animals pass that's been here for a couple of days, I think sometimes their spirit hangs around us, like when after Teddy passed away.
Oh, yeah.
Every now and then, you'd ask Lexie to be back here doing work for the podcast, and you'd see out the corner of your eye every now and then something in front of the door.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's pretty sad. But, I mean, if humans can stick around, why can't ghosts? Alright, I'm going to talk about one more thing before we...
We're going to talk about...
I'm going to talk about one more thing before we talk to you guys about everything.
Wild werewolves, guys.
No, we're not.
It's werewolf season. There's been 2 moons back to back in October. We had 2 harvest moons, guys. That means the year of the werewolf, and it's not done yet. I'm serious.
That's not what we're going to be talking about.
Grab your silver bullets and stock up.
Okay.
Werewolves, they're coming for you.
Okay, Jackson Jr.
Wolfnadoes. Oh my God,
no.
That's a good show.
No.
Wolfnadoes.
Oh gosh. Anyway, so we're going to be talking about. Okay, I don't want to say talking about. We're going to be talking about. It's not about all of them, and per se, it's about one little one. We're going to be talking about a certain Dybbuk box. I don't want to say Dybbuk boxes because we're not going to be talking about all of them because we'd be here forever. We're talking about one of them that was used as a wine cabinet at one point, and then a storage area, and then so it's been a lot of things, but it's a Dybbuk box per se. So.
And y'all take them Dybbuk boxes seriously, just like a freaking Ouija board.
Yes, please do that.
Yeah.
Alright, so basically I'm going to explain to you what a Dybbuk box is real quick. So, in Jewish mythology, a Dybbuk, or, like, it's spelled two different ways, so we can look that up. I don't really want to spell it out because I can't talk. So, anyway, a Dybbuk is a malicious, evil spirit, and it's believed to be the lost soul of a dead person. So it's trapped in this box, okay? And it's trapped there until someone opens it and messes with it and lets it go. And 99.9% of the time, they're evil. They're not nice. So, yeah. Okay, so the box. An item originally was put up for sale, and the item was a wine cabinet, a Dybbuk box wine cabinet. Alright, so this item was originally put up for sale on eBay by a man named Kevin Manus in 2001. It was September 2001. So, he put that up, and then it eventually was sold to a student, and then it was sold to a director of a museum, and then it was sold to Zach Bagans, who, if you don't know, is on Ghost Adventures. And yeah, so he owns it now, or this one's certain one I'm talking about. But anyway, so Kevin, the guy who originally sold this thing, he bought the cabinet or the box, whatever you want to call it. He got it from an estate sale for a woman that originally was from Poland, but she had died at the age of 103, and her granddaughter was like, "Okay, we're gonna have a sale of everything because you don't just to get rid of everything." He wanted it, but then he didn't want to take it because he didn't know if it was sentimental value, but the granddaughter was like, "No, just take it. It's fine." She just kept it locked up. Well, so he took it to his shop and he put it in the basement of his shop. One day he went on an errand, and then a frantic employee called him saying someone was in his shop, swearing and throwing things and smashing things. So he went down there. The lights in the shop had been broken. The room had stench of cat urine.
Ugh.
So, and cat urine smells
Yeah, it
so bad.
stinks. It's nasty. Ugh.
So, went down there and it was nasty. That employee that witnessed all that left, and he was like, no.
Yeah, I
He
wouldn't
straight
have
up
went
was
back
like,
either.
bye. Well, after that, he didn't realize that it was the box, and he was like, whatever. So he cleaned up the box and he gave it to his mom as a present.
Oh shit.
So, but then he got a call from an employee again saying, "Hey, something's wrong with your mom. You don't want to go check her out." So he did, and when he got to the house where his mom was just sitting in a chair, expressionless, crying, and she was not responsive. Okay, so they call an ambulance, get her to a hospital, and apparently she had a stroke, and she couldn't talk. She used a spell board, like I guess it's like a thing to help you be able to spell if you literally can't talk. So they used that, and she spelled out the words, or she spelled out the thing. She said, "No gift," talking about the box that her son gave her, and she put hate gift. And yeah. So after that, he didn't think about it. He gave the box to his sister, who gave it back within a week. Then he gave it to his brother, and the brother gave it to his wife, and they kept it for about 3 days, and then they returned it. The brother said it smelled like jasmine flowers, and the wife said it smelled of cat urine. Well, then he also had given it to his girlfriend at one point, and the girlfriend was like, "Just sell it. I don't want it. I don't just sell it." So they sold it to a middle-aged couple. 3 days later, the box was on their doorstep saying, "This is a bad darkness." So then from there, he had taken it home, and he started getting these nightmares of like being attacked in his sleep. And while the girlfriend had the box, she had the same dreams too. He'd wake up getting bruises and marks on his body, and then whenever like his sister, or brother, or like wife or whatever spent the night, they all had the same dream.
Wow.
So then he began seeing shadow creatures or shadow people in his house, and the visitors or whoever was at the house started seeing them too. So, after that, he put the box in storage shed outside. That I don't know why you have smoke alarms in your shed, but this guy did, and they started going off. He went there, to the storage shed in the back. There was no smoke, so I don't know what was set them off.
That's
Okay.
strange.
So then he started looking up the info about the box that night. He fell asleep on the computer and woke up, and he was smelling the jasmine flower smell, and then he felt someone on the back of his neck, and then he turned around and no one was there.
See, man, screw them boxes.
So then he put it on eBay, and that's when it went through 5 owners, and then Zach got a hold of it, and that's who has it now. But he has it in his museum, and in order for you to see it, you have to sign a waiver.
Yeah, 'cause something might latch on to you there.
Yeah, you can't see it without getting a waiver signed.
Yeah, I don't think it'd be worth seeing that box. That wouldn't be that important to me.
No, I would not.
That would be like, sorry guys, but no pickle for you.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's the end. I hope you guys enjoyed our first week of December.
Yeah, no, this year's going by fast as hell. That's what me and Lexie were talking about. It was like, we just can't believe how fast it's going.
I know. But make sure to check out our YouTube and our Facebook and our Instagram. Thank you guys again for 1,000 downloads. I know it's like a week or 2 weeks pretty much ahead, and you'll be hearing this. But thank you. And keep it up. And
Remember, we're on Spotify, Stitcher.
we're on so much it's hard to even count.
Yeah, we're on everything now. iHeart, Amazon, pretty much everything. Like she said, YouTube, Anchor. They're on everything.
But yeah, make sure to keep on checking our stuff out and downloading it and liking it and subscribing. And
we love the response we're getting. We like everybody liking our stuff, and just keep on listening, guys, and just keep up the good work, guys. We appreciate it. We do it for you guys because that's why we like doing it.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Hope
and
you guys.
If you've been listening to this, you've been listening to Ghost Stories Told from the South. I am your host, Stephen LeBooth. This is my
co-host, Lexie LeBooth. Haha, Merry Christmas.
See you later, guys. I hope you have a lot of fun holidays with the jingle.
Wait, stop. I stopped recording. I did that camera thing again.
Did that camera thing. See you later, guys.
Marty, you have to go. See you later, guys. I hope. Okay, ready? 1, 2.
See you later, guys. I hope you have a lot of fun. Ho, ho, ho. Krampus might come see you if you're a bad boy. Remember that. Bye.
I didn't know when I was supposed to end it.
Me neither. Don't worry about
camera. We got to end camera this time. Okay, bye, guys.
Bye, yes.